Hey there, fabulous first graders. It's Miss Chaniwa back to do math with you again today. Today, we're going to be working on making our very own story problems. I'm really excited. So to get our brains started for today, let's think about how we use the pictures in our brain to help us to make up story problems. Okay? I want you to draw along as I read you the parts of this problem. I just want you to draw what's going on in your brain. Ready? Raul had some fish in a tank. At a carnival, he won more fish. What are you picturing in your mind? Have you ever had a pet like a fish or a dog or maybe a mouse? Draw on your paper what you're thinking of in your brain. Finish up your thinking. We'll come back together in 10 seconds. Here's what's going on in my brain. Raul had some fish. Those are the black ones. I don't know how many, so I haven't filled in the whole fish in my mind. They're just kind of a little outline. And at a carnival, he won some more fish. Again, I don't know how many, so I have a different outline. But I use the red to think about the carnival fish because I want to have two different groups, the ones he started with and the ones he won at the carnival. Ready for the next step? Raul had some fish in a tank. At a carnival, he won 3 more fish. How does that change the picture in your mind? Go ahead and draw on your page what you're visualizing now. Finish up your thinking. We'll come back together in 10 seconds. In Miss Chaniwa's mind, those red fish are now filled in because I know how many there should be. There are exactly 3. That's how many he won at the carnival. But those black fish, I still don't know about. Ready for the next step? Raul had some fish in a tank. At a carnival, he won 3 more fish. Now, Raul has 8 fish. How does that change what you're thinking of? Go ahead and draw what's happening in your mind now. Finish up your thinking. We'll come back together in 10 seconds. Well, in Miss Chaniwa's mind picture, it looked like there were too many fish. Before, I didn't know how many he started with, so I just had some outlines. But all together on the page, I actually had 10 fish. And now with this new information, I know that's too many. So I've got to take a couple away. So now in my mind, here's what I'm picturing. Ready for the last step? Raul had some fish in a tank. At a carnival, he won 3 more fish. Now Raul has 8 fish. How many fish did Raul start with? Can you play our video back in your mind and figure out what number would make sense if I changed that word some in the first sentence? How many fish did Raul have? Did you play the video back? What number did you get? Looking from the picture in Miss Chaniwa's mind, I can go back and say, well, I know that the red fish are the ones that he won at the carnival. That means the outline fish that are left that make 8 are the ones that he started with. So let me just in my mind count how many fish there are. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Raul must have had 5 fish. Did you know that too? If you did, kiss your brain. Want to play a game with me? All you need is your 10 fingers. I call this game 10 and tuck. I'm going to tell you to show me 10. Then I'll tell you to tuck some of them. So I might say something like, tuck 2. Then I'm going to ask you how many are up? 8 of them. How many are down? 2 of them. And I'll ask you to tell me an addition sentence starting with the larger part. So 8 plus 2 is 10. This is a really good game that I like to play to help me with my partners to 10. Are you ready? Show me 10. Tuck 4. How many are up? How many are down? Can you give me an addition sentence starting with the larger part? 6 plus 4 is 10. You're right. Ready? Show me 10. Tuck 2. How many are up? How many are down? Can you give me an addition sentence, this time starting with the smaller part? 2 plus 8 is 10. All right, now I'm going to try to trick you. Show me 10. Tuck 7. How many are up? How many are down? Tell me the addition sentence starting with the smaller part. 3 plus 7 makes 10. Okay, you got that one. Let's see if you can do this one. Show me 10. Tuck 5. Now I want you to tell me an addition sentence starting with the total. Yeah, 10 is 5 plus 5. You're right. Let's try another one like that. Show me 10. Tuck 9. How many are up? Just 1. How many are down? Give me an addition sentence starting with the smaller part. 1 and 9 is 10. Now give me an addition sentence starting with the whole. 10 is 1 and 9. Very good. Let's do one more. We're going to use my favorite number. Show me 10. Tuck 8. Silly Miss Shaniwa. How many are up? How many are down? Give me a addition sentence starting with the larger part. 8 and 2 is 10. Good. Now let's play a game that will help us to practice 1 more and 10 more. I have here a popsicle stick, just one of them. And here is a bundle of 10 popsicle sticks. We're going to start counting at 0. If I hold up this one, I want you to count up by ones. But if I hold up this one, I want you to count up by tens. Now, you know Miss Shaniwa tries to be tricky, so make sure you're paying attention to my hands, because I could switch it up at any time. Remember, we're starting at 0. We're starting at what number? If I hold up this one, what are you counting by? And if I hold up this one, what are you counting by? Exactly. Are you ready? Starting at 0, go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, did I get you? 10 more than 10 is 20. Keep going. 41. 'If you know what number is 10 more than 46, raise your hand. When I snap my fingers, I want you to say it really, really loud. 10 more than 46 is 56. All right, keep counting. 56. 77. 80. 81. 'If you know what number is 10 more than 84, raise your hand. And I'm going to snap. Ready? 94. So we're at 94. 100. Good. Do you know what number is 10 more than 100? 110. Was that fun? Did you get it? If not, that's okay. You can make your own bundles at home. All you need is one of something pretty small like a popsicle stick or something else that you have around your house, and then a bundle of 10 of them. You might use a rubber band or a hair band to keep them together, and you can practice this game. It's a fun one to play with your brothers and sisters. My goal for you at the end of today is to be able to say, I can create a story or picture problem. As we're doing our work together today, I'm going to use some words that I want to make sure everyone knows what they mean. You'll hear me talk about a part. A part is when you have some but not all of something. So in this bucket, part of the apples are red. You'll also hear me talk about whole. When you have a whole, you have all of something. So in this picture, the whole bucket is filled with apples. We'll talk about what it means to add. When you add, you have two or more parts that you put together to make a whole. We'll also talk about subtracting. When you subtract, you have a whole and you take away a part. You're left with another part. As we work together today, think about these questions. When in your real life might you add? When in your real life might you subtract? And what clues can you give in your story problem so the solver knows whether to add or to subtract? Ready to create your story problems today? For our first one, we are going to create an addition problem. So I need you to go get all the spoons from wherever you keep silverware in your house. I'll wait. Got all the spoons? Awesome. The next step is going to be to notice or create some parts within your spoons. So here are all the spoons that Miss Chaniwa had in her house. I noticed that some of them are small, like this one, and some of them are bigger, like this one. So the groups I'm going to make are the small spoons and the larger spoons. In my addition sentence, my parts are going to be my small spoons and my large spoons. Now it's your turn. Go ahead and make two parts. You might use small and large. You may use some other criteria for breaking up your parts. If all of your spoons look the same, that's okay. You may do something like moving from one placemat to another one on your table. However you choose to, create your groups now. I'll wait for you. Finish up your thinking. We'll come back together in 10 seconds. The last step is to write an addition story problem to match your parts. Miss Chaniwa's parts, if you remember, were small and large spoons. I'll show you what my word problem would look like using my parts. And then I'll wait while you write your own story problem using your parts. Ready? I have 5 small spoons and 8 large spoons. How many spoons do I have all together? I would write my word problem on my paper just like I said it. My word problem would say I have 5 small spoons and 8 large spoons. How many spoons do I have all together? That word all together tells my solver to put the 2 parts together, and that means add. Now it's your turn. Write your own word problem about your groups. Finish up your thinking. We'll come back together in 10 seconds. All right, formidable first graders, ready to do a subtraction problem? Before we start, make sure you've put all those spoons back where you got them from. We wouldn't want them to be missing the next time you need one. Now, we're going to make a subtraction problem from a picture. The picture shows Oscar the mouse and his little brother and sister. And we need to make a subtraction problem. Now remind me, when we're subtracting, do we have some parts that we want to put together to make a whole? Or do we have a whole and we're going to take away a part? You're right. Subtraction is when you have a whole and you want to take away a part. And you'll be left with another part. Well, help me out. Why might we take away a part of the cheese that you see here? There's lots of reasons. Maybe Oscar the mouse ate it. Can you think of another reason we might take away the cheese? Okay, so I'm going to use eating the cheese as my story situation, and you use what you thought of as your story situation. I'm going to say that Oscar the mouse ate the cheese so that his brother and sister couldn't have any. Now I need to think about what parts am I going to use. I'm looking and I see that I could break this up into a 10 and a 7. So I'm going to use the parts 10 and 7 in my story. Now you choose. What parts will you use in your story? That's perfect. So I'll use the parts 10 and 7 in my story, and you use your parts in your story. Here's how I would show Oscar the mouse eating his 7 pieces of cheese. Now you try it. Show your parts and show the part that you're going to take away in your subtraction problem. Last, let's write our subtraction story. I need to start with the whole because that's how much Oscar started with. So Oscar had 17 pieces of cheese. He ate 7 of them so that his brother and sister could not. What a greedy, greedy friend. How many pieces are left? And that word, or that question, how many are left, tell my solver that they need to take away the part that Oscar ate so we can know about the other part. Now it's your turn. Write your subtraction problem that you've modeled using this picture. I'll wait for you. Finish up your thinking. We'll come back together in 10 seconds. Wow, that was quite a brain workout. Kiss your fit first grade brain. I am so impressed by all that mathematical thinking you just did. And you were super creative too. I love your story questions. Miss Chaniwa told you at the beginning of this video that my goal was at the end, you could say, I can create a story or picture problem. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs in the middle, or thumbs down. Do you think we met our goal? Thumbs up means, yeah, Miss Chaniwa, I did it. Thumbs in the middle means, kind of, but I'm still a little confused. And thumbs down is, I'm still very confused. I need a little bit more help from my teacher or my parents. What do you think? Thumbs up, thumbs in the middle, or thumbs down? I see lots of thumbs up. That's awesome. I'm really excited. Thank you so much for doing your math with me today. I'll see you again very soon. Want some more practice with creating your own story problems? Okay, all you'll need is a piece of paper. On the front, write your story problem. It's up to you whether you want a situation where you add or where you subtract. On the back of your piece of paper, write your solution to the problem. Then ask a friend or family member to solve the problem on the front where you've written your problem. After they finish, discuss with them how your solutions were the same or different. Sound like a plan? Go for it.